I'm not expecting an answer, by the way. I know that this is a recording.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the freshly rebranded Outlaw Studio podcast.
_1.
Underscore nothing. Go fuck yourself. With me today, we've got Franklin.
Hello.
And Michael.
Hey, how's it going? I'm not expecting an answer, by the way. I know that this is a recording.
Oh, what's been up, boys? Who's going to go first? Who wins?
Mikey won. I think that means that I go first.
Sure does. You definitely weren't fighting for going first, so...
Yeah, I mean... judgment. What has been going on in the life of Frank? So you know how, like, once you get older, like, you might sneeze and throw your back out?
I've had it happen where I've sneezed and almost shit myself.
Okay, yeah, so similar to that, right? So I've been working really hard on back workouts.
Okay.
And
getting his back blown out?
Kinda, yeah. So, like, I was trying to clean up dog shit today, and I started, like, vomiting, right? And as I'm vomiting, I pulled a muscle in my lat.
Jesus
So
Christ.
that was a good time. That was fun.
But I said to him, it's like, wow, that's, like, way worse than the sneezing part. Because at least sneezing is, like, like, enjoyable compared to vomiting, which is already a bad experience.
I mean, at least sneezing's over quick. I think.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The pain's, like, out of the way. It's like, it's there where I assume it probably got drug out while you were vomiting. Like,
On a positive note, it's not super bad right now. Like, it could be so
that's why you wanted to lay down.
No.
No?
No, actually, the position that I'm in probably should be making it worse.
Oh,
but
pog. All right.
Yeah, no, like, I tore my trap once, and, like, that was agonizing. That fucking sucked. But, yeah, apparently pulling or tearing your lat isn't anywhere near as damaging.
I didn't manage to fuck myself up that bad, but yesterday at work I was stacking a box, and I was stacking it on top of the wall, which is roughly about 6.5 feet up. And so I'm reaching up, and like after I stack it, I bring my arm down right onto a thing of cans, and I was kind of doing that motion where it's like, oh yeah, this is fine. Just I fucking elbowed like a thing of cans.
It.
Yeah, I can't actually tell if it fucking bruised or not, but it feels like it should have.
Show it to the camera, Michael.
Oh, there's a red mark.
Oh, is that
it?
Just a red mark?
You'll be alright.
I figured, well, the thing was, like, it happened yesterday, and I fucking woke up this morning, and I'm like, did I sleep on my fucking arm? I feel like I slept on my fucking arm.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't great, but, fucking kind of minuscule comparatively.
Don't shit yourself.
Or throw my back out.
Frank's gonna shit himself over there.
Maybe throw it back in.
That'd be nice. That'd be really nice, actually.
It's like how they fix the retarded.
I'm gonna have to cut Elena some slack, because this switching between cameras, especially without the hotkeys, I forgot to set them up before we started. It's a pain in the balls.
Maybe give her a raise.
Yeah, so from nothing to nothing.
Yeah, multiply it by like 1,000 to make it sound really good.
Tell her I'm gonna pay her 1,000 times more.
Yep. Bruh, it'll work. She'll think she's gonna get like a Ferrari.
Yeah, at least let the poor kid play Roblox.
Till she remembers that 0 times 1,000 is still 0.
But how long will that take?
She goes to could take years.
Exactly. And by then it'll be too late.
It'll take her
You'll be able to afford to pay her that much by that time.
It'll take her till college.
Yeah,
when she gets out of central Pennsylvania.
Yeah, once they teach him how to fucking read analog clocks.
He never paid me. He was never going to.
Fuck! God damn it.
Fuck that guy!
Worst cousin ever!
What a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, speaking of worst cousins ever. Nah, my cousins are fine.
Did you get raped by a cousin?
Was it Scotty too?
How'd you know that's exactly where I was going with this? Are
I
you
know.
psychic or something?
I know some people around here with the last name English. They seem like they might rape you.
Well, then you know none of my cousins.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of like, man, I really hate the fact that my last name is so fucking common and it's never associated with something good.
It's like Amy.
Yeah!
Which, to be fair, up until like, I don't know, like 6 months ago, I didn't even know that's how that was pronounced.
What'd you think?
I always thought it was Emmy.
Oh.
Like that's what you would think.
Why?
Emeigh. I always thought it was
Amy.
Emmy.
Yeah, you're right though.
So like, Amy's last name was Amy.
The name actually, I don't think associates very well with people from what I've experienced. Because I have a person at work that just freaks the fuck out, and his name is Gary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking psycho.
I think so. He just screamed down the middle of the dock the one day he got pissed off. Somebody was like, "Oh, you fucking pussy!" I'm like, "Whoa."
That's me at my job.
Thing is though, is like there's like 20 other fucking people out there, and they all just kind of hear that, and it's like, all right, definitely can't wait to have to work with that guy eventually.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I hope I never have to. I never have had to yet, but fuck that.
So fellas, as of right now, on Spotify, we are up to 80 plays.
No shit for the Halloween
they're not-
special.
No, all together.
Oh, hell yeah. Good
Yeah,
for
that's
us,
it,
man.
all together.
I mean,
Okay, not
that's
bad.
almost triple digits, man.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking because
Like, I mean, you gotta start somewhere.
since October 2nd, we've gotten 15 plays alone. I know these are shitheel numbers, to be fair, but
Dude, we're doing this in a shed. Who gives a shit?
a week ago, we had 71 plays.
That's
And the
pretty
week
good.
before that, we had 62. So we've went
So
up
we've
like
gone
20
up.
plays almost.
Well,
In
and
2
that
weeks.
was exponential growth. We went up like an extra play.
We've went up a lot in the last 2 weeks. Though to be fair, I think at least 10 of those were my mom catching up with all the episodes.
Oh, Christ.
But I'll take them.
Oh, God, your mom listens to this?
Oh yeah, my mom's a fucking degenerate.
I'm sure she's a very nice lady.
No.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Boomer's mom.
Hold on, wait, let's switch the camera to you. Now say it.
Hi, Boomer's mom.
Okay.
Is your mom a nice lady?
No, she's
Is
an
she
asshole.
pretty?
You know what I just realized? I'm pretty sure like 5 episodes ago we were talking about J-Dog hitting on my mom.
We were.
Mm-hmm. Though I did cut out J-Dog's name when we did that.
I mean, that's fair.
Now I'm going to have to cut it out of here. I really got to stop doing that.
What, the word... The J dog word?
No, saying things that I know I'm going to have to cut out later.
Yeah, because you don't like editing.
It's one thing when you throw out racial slurs, Mikey, but it is another whenever I'm doing it to myself.
Yeah, because then you have to listen through the whole podcast
So do you
for
want
like
me to
small
stop
tidbits
throwing?
like J-Dog.
Like, I almost said the F word for gay people
Ooh.
just now.
Oh, my fucking
And
God.
I said it last week after he said wetbacks. I didn't cut wetbacks out. I'm not even bothering. That is not enough of a slur for me to cut out. But I didn't even cut out the F word for gay people.
Does Spotify like track our
Christ, the
demographic?
F word for
Like, does it tell
it's
us
not
like
for gay people,
Oh, wait.
it's for Harley riders.
Yes, they do.
you should probably find out how many minorities?
I mean, it doesn't
Are we
say.
gonna start? Are we gonna start like?
Is there a little color-coded chart?
Yeah,
There's
are we
no
gonna start
racial.
censoring
It
based
doesn't
on-
show racial demographics.
So we should probably.
It
just
shows
censor
gender
everything.
demographics. We have 73% men,
Does anybody
obviously.
know where the pander stone is? We could really use it right about now.
21% female.
No, fuck. Oh,
Which is not
that's
bad.
your mom.
No, that was before my
Oh,
mom.
not what she identifies as.
I mean, maybe a
You said
portion
she
of
watches
that,
it
but
like 10 times, so...
yeah, each episode once.
Oh.
She was getting caught up because she didn't even know we were
I
doing
thought you
it.
meant she watched it like 10, like sporadically.
And then
Like, could tune in for 20 minutes and then just fucking taps out. It's
non-specific, 6%.
Not bad. Not bad. Got
Yeah.
the tranny vote. I'm here for it.
Oh, great. Wait, how?
What do you mean?
I mean, how? I didn't think...
They're allowed to listen to stuff.
No, they're not.
Okay.
I heard it's like a law or something.
They're not allowed on Spotify.
Yeah.
Mikey's like, beat the trannies. Beat him into submission.
I'm sorry, I just don't know.
That's what he's into. Don't kink shame.
It's just one of those things. I don't know what we really offer them unless, like, maybe there's some sort of, like, comedic value to it.
I mean, that's what this is supposed to be. I know that when we started it, you thought it was just going to be a straight talk podcast. But, I mean, half the time we talk about shit, we don't even know what we're talking about. Frank has come in here like 6 times with corrections for shit that he said. And me, I'm too arrogant to even bother coming in with corrections for the shit that I said.
I'm lucky to remember anything I talk about.
And Mikey never remembers a goddamn word any of us says by the time he comes in next.
I'm too busy listening to myself.
The amount of times I have told him what has happened on this show, and he's been like, oh, we already talked about that? Or he's tried to start the same conversation 2 weeks in a row.
Whoops.
It's because he's got no idea what's going on.
That's just me all the time.
I'm so high, I don't know you. I don't even know what's going on right now.
Oh yeah, how are we supposed to smoke if there's cameras on us?
Huh?
How are we supposed to smoke if there's cameras on us?
We're over 20.
I can't get high.
Oh, you mean weed?
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck about
like,
that.
What if I'm trying to? Never mind.
Trying to what?
Nothing.
It's true, I already did it in front of camera.
Oh really?
Yeah, whenever we streamed.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was like, what's the worst they're going to do? Tell my job?
My buddy was all worried. He was like, would I be able to smoke when I'm there? Like, dude,
Jesus
yes.
fucking Christ, dude.
Yes.
It's marijuana. It's legal in most states.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly.
it's just an undefined state that it may or may not be legal in.
Dude, I think it's weird that as time goes on, though, it's getting harder to find special guests. Like,
I mean, to be fair, we've had one special guest. We have had fucking...
Yeah, the well's
we've
going
had
dry pretty fast.
We had Chris. I don't even count Joelle as a special guest because I've had to cut out 90% of the shit she said.
Really?
Yeah, like, it's
not that it's bad, it's just for her protection.
I feel like she's going to end up hearing this. I don't know if she actually listens or not, but if she does,
Fair.
oh, fucking well. But, yeah, no, I, like, had to cut 60% of her shit out of the Halloween fucking show because
Honestly,
people,
for the best.
in theory, were going to be paying for it. I mean, they didn't. I ended up putting it up for free with the link to the thing, but, you know.
That's fair.
It's gotten 2 listens so far.
Hell yeah.
Not bad.
I'll
That's
take
2
it.
more than before.
That's right.
I did repost the TikTok on my TikTok
Oh,
story.
thank God somebody did it.
Oh.
That is the only upside to this fucking video shit is that I can cut it into TikToks then. And, you know, they can see my beautiful face.
Yeah,
TikTok
pan
is
out the
low-key my
gold.
favorite.
Problem is that Mikey says the most gold shit, and he's got a face for radio. So that's a downer.
So you think I'm attractive sounding?
Actually, speaking of that, I think I figured out the thing that might help us move up to whatever the fuck the next level would be.
We take
100?
cameras off of me all the time.
Well, that too, but
Dude, why'd you put them on me in the first fucking place? I was against it.
no, what we're gonna do is people really seem to like those scripted podcasts, like the old-timey radio plays. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a new series that I would normally do as a comic book. I'm going to do it as an audio book or whatever the fuck you want to call
Gonna be a
it.
teleprompter.
And then we're going to do it like a table read.
Ooh.
And it'll be ongoing.
Oh, okay.
Can we do that after Dungeons and Dragons?
Dungeons and Dragons is going to be Patreon exclusive.
That's fine.
This is free.
Does that mean we have to do this first?
Yeah.
Does that mean I have to learn how to read?
What the fuck?
Shit is a prison!
But I'm thinking zombie apocalypse. But I'll probably go over it more with Chris and Allison because, you know, I think I'm going to have Chris help me lay it out if he's interested. And, you know,
That does seem down his alley.
Allison's my partner in everything, so. But, I
Except
mean,
for crime.
I've only cast one person so far, and that's Mikey. He will be the narrator.
You sure?
He will be reading all stage direction.
That is a lot.
Can we make sure that he's like shit-faced when he does
No.
it?
No!
And then they fucking boom wham bambo.
Yeah, we don't need a Justin Roiland situation over here, bro. Drooling
Capitalized
and
on it so well.
shitting all over himself.
I'm just saying it
I'll
worked really
I'll
well
have
for him.
fun. Give me an RC car to drive around the office and annoy people, and I'll fucking encapsulate it.
What'd you say?
I think it worked pretty well for him. His shit got pretty famous.
We
But-
still got fucking battery charges that were then dropped.
But I don't want it to be a shit show. This will be the one thing. This is a totally different
Do you want
show.
to be famous or do
And-
you want to have a clean cut show?
Well, here's the thing. Here's what we're going to do. It'll be 12 weeks. We'll record 12 episodes straight. And then I'm going to edit it for a couple months to make sure every one of them's perfect, put in sound effects, put in the lines where they go, cut out the best takes of each one so that it sounds really good. And then we will release for, 12? So, for 6 months. Every other week we'll release a regular show, the actual episode that I cut together. Then the next week we'll release the full table read, the shit show,
Okay.
all
could
at
be
once. And I think that would be a good way to release it because then it's like the polished show, the podcast.
I'm here
So
for
you
it.
want to have some air of professionalism with this quote-unquote polished show, then?
Yeah, half of it is
All right.
going to be
All
the
right.
polished professional show,
Oof.
what it looks like when it's all done and put together. Then the other half is going to be the shit show that it takes to record it.
The bloopers.
So people can see what I have to deal with.
Yeah.
With you fucking
yeah,
morons.
the real
Farming for
shit.
sympathy. I'm
God.
here for it.
That's
So-
pretty great.
I mean, obviously, Mikey's got the voice, man. If he actually throws it on and doesn't do his douchey nonsense,
Just start
He's-
saying racial slurs.
he's got the-
Reading.
Oh shit, am I douchey?
you're kind of douchey.
Oh,
But
I'm sorry.
you've got the voice for it, so we're gonna have you do that.
No.
Put it on as deep as you can. Throw on a little Rod Serling, a little Night Springs action.
In Night Springs.
That's it. That's the voice right there. Hold on, let's put the camera on you. Now do it again.
In Night Springs.
Picture a man.
Picture a man. You're the man, but you're not a man. You're actually a skeleton.
Or you're actually a woman.
In Night Springs.
And then we will find a spot for Franklin. Have him do something.
I'll just be pretty in the background. I'm cool with it.
You'll come in with a new outfit every day.
It's an audio-centric podcast.
Exactly.
So you kind of gotta, like, say something.
Oh, jeez.
But I figure
Hachi.
I'll write out each script, and then I can send it to everyone who's got a part. And then they can take their parts, take the general part of what I wrote, and then change the lines to make that sound like them.
I could just read it verbatim.
So I will write my parts exactly how I want them, and then everybody else's I will put in a general line of, like, what they're supposed to say, like the most basic way of saying it, and then
Well,
they
that's
can
kinda
change it
neat,
to
actually. I kinda
whatever
like
they
that. It
want.
lets you be a little bit creative.
Yeah,
like,
it's a little
from
bit
an
of,
individual standpoint.
What's it called? A
Freedom
little bit
to
of improv, if you will. I mean, it's not improv because you're going to write it down, but yeah.
Improv.
I mean,
is
it's
pretty
kind
fun.
of it's still. Do I have to write?
I mean, yeah, you'll have to. No, you won't have to write. You're doing stage direction, bro. You're the goddamn narrator. You're going to say whatever the fuck I write down. No.
Could I be a character maybe at one point?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could throw you on a regular voice, too.
I could try to just change a voice a little bit.
The video of this is going to suck balls right now.
Why?
Because I keep forgetting that I need to change cameras.
Oh, bro, I don't think it matters.
You're gonna sit there and talk all that shit on a 14-year-old.
Uh-huh. I mean, to be fair, I'm actually involved.
It is
Dude.
also impressive that 14-year-old managed to do as good of a job while playing fucking Roblox.
Yo,
Was she
honestly.
Like multitasking. Like, if there's one thing this generation has, it's that.
That's fair.
Yeah, like
I forgot she was playing Roblox
yeah,
while she was doing it.
Literally, like, fuck, this is so hard, and it's like doing another thing on the side. It's like, Jesus Christ.
What the fuck was I going to say? Oh.
Something racist.
No, that's Mikey's department. We were going to ease into that today.
Oh, were we?
Hit him with the cold water. Fat.
Bitch,
Got him.
you thought.
Got him.
Hey.
I almost said the thing.
Oh, I fucking lost my train of thought. God damn it.
Going off the rails. Yo, what are you guys playing next for the video game thing? What's the next stream?
The next thing we're playing is we're going to finish Alan Wake.
Oh,
Do we
shit.
have to
How
go
much
through
more
American Nightmare?
Huh?
Are we gonna have to go through American Nightmare?
You're goddamn right we're going to have to go through American Nightmare.
Yeah, okay.
It's a one-day play, dude.
Fair, but like, what is a one day? How many hours is it? Because
Well-
Alan Wake, I fear we would have knocked out in 2 days.
I mean, we probably would have if it didn't take so goddamn long for us to set the shit up.
That's true. That one day, what was it like?
We were- I was-
2:30 by the time we got started.
Well, yeah, I didn't
And we
even
were done
get,
by like 7:30.
I didn't even get here till fucking 1 o'clock.
I know.
I ran late.
I know.
I know you know.
I was here
Uh-huh.
the whole time.
And then, yeah, it took us like an hour and a half to get set up properly.
Yeah, just to get everything running. Which is,
So,
yeah, fuck. If one of these days we ever do make it till midnight, though,
well,
we
here's
get a lot of hours in.
my suggestion for the next stream. I
Uh-huh.
think we should both sleep the night before. For sure.
Pussy.
And also,
All right, so listen. That
Lauren-
means we have to do it on a Sunday because anime night is Friday.
that's fine.
Okay.
I don't have anything else
Dope.
going on.
Yeah,
Sunday.
I don't have to do anything on fucking.
Do you have anything going on this Sunday?
Nope.
All right, well, I'll talk to
I
my
was
wife.
going to have to get mandated for work, but they called that off, so.
Well, I'll talk to my wife, see if we got anything going on, and if not,
Yeah,
we
please
can
do,
it
because
then.
yeah, like if it's Sunday and I got like a fucking 1 day, because that was another thing is whenever I came in, not only did I start drinking again immediately, I had finished drinking at around 6 the night fucking prior.
Yeah.
I mean that morning.
All right. Well, then, my other suggestion, which is a more important one, just for you, maybe we wait on the drinking. Like, wait a little bit.
I don't
Pussy.
understand what you're talking about.
You don't have to start first thing. Or
So-
beforehand.
Oh, damn.
Why are you trying to cramp his artistic vision?
Listen, since I quit drinking, I spend about 2 hours with you here, Mikey, every week. And that's fine. You don't get hammered. But when you're tired and you're drinking, you start to get loopy. And as a totally sober person, I start to lean onto that, and I start to get more tired as you get more
Oh, so this
tired
is about
looking.
you, not me.
This is about me needing to stay awake.
oh
By 7 o'clock.
What, my fucking hypnotic pattern makes you tired?
It's just sitting here with you and seeing you get tired. I'm like,
Focus
oh my
on
God.
the beer.
I'm exhausted.
For what it's worth, I was kind of tired. That's why whenever it's like, oh, I'm going to be done at 7:30, it's like, fucking awesome.
Also, I don't want to, I don't want to contribute to you becoming a bigger alcoholic than you already are.
Bruh,
I do. I got you,
I'm,
fam.
for what it's worth, I'm nowhere near as bad as I was 6 months ago.
I'm aware, but I don't want to. I don't want to
think
help.
Fluffs can vouch for me. I'm usually
Yeah.
pretty good about keeping my rule about only on social occasion. Like, I don't even keep beer. Like, probably wasn't great whenever you saw all the empty shit outside my house. That was from the anime nights.
No judgment.
Oh, did you guys get the KFC bites
Yes.
for anime night? Did you guys like them?
They were not worth the money, but they were good.
You didn't think so?
I mean,
I don't think they're worth
they're
it.
like $1 a nugget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of them are
It's
just
not
like
worth the money.
fucking a quarter the size of the others. Is like, that one's $1, that one's $1.
Well, to be fair, usually when I get them, they have big hunks of the original breading around them, and I find that worth the money. If you get it with the crumbly fucking.
It's kind of like a fucking lottery system at that point, where it's like you might get it really good, where it's like, all right, I got a pound. I wish they'd just go by fucking weight.
Honestly,
If we're being honest.
if I'm trying to eat something like that nutritionally disgusting, I'm gonna go to Long John Silver's and ask them for the Crispies at the bottom of the basket.
Just all of them. I don't want anything else.
Dude, they
Wasn't
give
that
you
fucking
that.
Beavis and Butthead skit where it's like, I want the shit at the bottom?
It
That's
might have been, actually, yeah.
Yo, they give that shit out for free though. Like you can just ask and they're like, yeah, I got you.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah, and that shit's delicious. Like I'm actually down to snack. I mean, granted, I'm not down to snack on that, but if I was going to snack on something for the purpose,
I care about my health a little too much to actually go through with it, but I'd do it if,
yeah, if I didn't
didn't
give a
care.
shit,
Yeah.
yeah.
If I was
100%.
me 10 years ago, I would do it.
Yeah, no, facts.
If I only want fried bread.
Yeah, if I was still working
It's
at
fucking
KFC,
delicious. It's literally been sitting there for probably weeks, just soaking in that sweet, sweet deep fried juice. Deep fried juice.
What was your guys' favorite monstrosity from KFC? Like, favorite
Oh,
disgusting
Jesus
thing?
Christ. Is this like stuff on the menu or
No,
stuff that
no,
we made?
I'm calling it monstrosity for a reason. So, like, the Double Down does count, but, like, deep fried cookies, for example, I remember doing that a lot.
Yeah, you mean shit that we made up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, the mashed potato bowl burrito is my personal honorable mention.
So-
Justin Bloom showed me one that was really good. Go ahead.
This was a Sage creation, and it was genius. So he used to take a chicken breast, he'd
KFC's?
slice it down the side. What?
KFC's?
Yeah.
Okay.
A raw chicken breast, slice it down the side, and stuff it with cheese. What the fuck else? Like the little chips from the Taco Bell side.
Oh, inside the burritos.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I can't remember what else there was. Bacon? Yeah, bacon from the sandwiches. He'd shove that all in there. He'd bread the shit out of it. Then he'd put it in the pressure cooker, the pressure fryer.
The crispy chicken.
You know, it's really.
Oh no, original.
Oh no, yeah, that was original. Yeah, crispy got open faced fire.
It was fucking ballin'. But he got in so much trouble when they found out
Got
that he
cheese
was.
everywhere?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to have fun up there.
It was awesome. It was so fucking good. Oh my
Bro,
god.
you know it's really bad? I still remember that kitchen layout perfectly.
Yeah, so do I. I remember the
Alright. It's been more than 10 fucking years, like a third of my lifespan, and I still remember that
the
thing.
freezer, the
Yep.
cooler. When you walk in the cooler,
the bad
right to the left
cooler
was the
on
coleslaw.
the left, where all the blood and shit was from the raw chickens and shit.
Yep, and in the middle, you'd walk into that, walk in, and the coleslaw would be right here, which Christine apparently pissed in.
Nice.
Wait, which one was it? Was it the left, the middle, or the right one?
I don't know. He just said he
middle
pissed
one.
in the
Great.
coleslaw.
Mystery
Like-
box. Open your box, see what you get. It's Christine piss. Darn.
All right, Mikey, what was yours?
It was a chalupa shell, deep fried, of course, and they just threw ice cream in it.
Oh, fuck, I remember that. I was there that day.
When
Yep.
the fuck did we get ice cream?
We had ice cream, like those little like cups. And
Yeah, it was
shit,
little
like
cups
the,
of ice cream.
The chocolate.
They
fudge
had the
sundae
pull-out
ones.
top.
Yeah, you just put ice cream in a fucking chalupa shell, and that was my favorite. It's super simple, but god damn if it didn't hit. Granted, it was probably like 2,000 calories on its own, but fuck it. At
Yeah,
that
shell
point,
alone.
who cares about your health?
As the kids say, it slapped.
It did.
definitely
It
slapped,
indeed
yeah.
slapped. I can
It
imagine.
indeed slapped.
Did indeed slap.
That sounds like a rap song. It indeed slapped.
It probably.
You should be a rapper when you grow up, Mikey.
No, yeah, when
No
I grow
balls,
up,
pussy,
maybe.
balls.
Maybe when I learn to grow up. But that'll never happen.
He's gonna be a kid forever.
Just go.
All right. So you want to stream Sunday?
Yeah.
Long
Fuck
day? Finish up Alan Wake?
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't even take that long, because I'm pretty sure the mental institute was towards the latter half of the game.
I think that's
Like
the halfway
70
mark.
Oh, was that the halfway mark? I figured it was like 75%.
But we already beat that, remember? We went through
Yeah, we went through that. We went through
Last
the
thing
fucking,
we did was them getting... Well,
the
going
moonshine, right?
To the, yeah, last place we went was
The farm.
them getting... them getting dropped off the helicopter to the... we're about to go to the electric place. Well, to the... where the light lady lives.
Oh, right. The well-lit room in the fucking
Yeah.
like electrical tunnels or whatever.
Because I just did the... the last mission I did was the one where you had to fight off the darkness while they were getting that helicopter running.
Okay.
Because remember, the
We
farm...
haven't been to the farm yet, then?
No, the end of the farm is whenever they get shit-faced, and then he gets taken
Yeah,
to
because
the...
I remember... Oh, and that... Is that
gets-
when he wakes up at the mental
Yeah.
institute? Okay.
Mhm.
I'm just remembering shit out of order. Okay. I was going to say... I swear I saw that cutscene recently, because I saw it, 13 fucking years ago when the game was new. But,
Yeah.
oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, I mean... I'm not even going to try to recall how long that fucking game is, because it's been so long since I played it. I remember some parts of, like, the level layout and shit, but that's about it.
Hold on, let's see, episodes.
It's 7 episodes, or 7 chapters, right? episodes, whatever the fuck they call them.
Let's see.
I know it's a different word from what every other gameplay medium uses.
Departure. The clicker.
Use the clicker, Alex.
Hold on. One,
Use
two.
the clicker. Sorry, I would have offered.
Yeah, there's 6. And we did
6?
3. I think we're in the middle of 3, or about to finish 3.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
I mean, if we actually, like, just...
I mean, we only went for 5 hours, and we did
Exactly. Like,
3.5 already. Well, 2.5 already,
And-
so.
the second time, it was, what, 3 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Did I do okay on my own
Oh, what I was...
whenever you left?
When I went to go
I
get
had
food?
just fly solo.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
buddy. The only problem was whenever we fucking lost audio there for fucking...
Well,
whatever.
thank God it wasn't my fault.
Yeah, no, that was definitely Elena. Because it happened when her and Christian walked in. We'll walk back in.
She walked back in with that 5G radiating out of her fucking body. Turned all the things off. That actually, no, yeah, he probably also has the 5G in him.
Yep. They give it to them when they're born.
Mm-hmm. A little chip. It's like, no, this is just a necessary vaccine.
Yeah. They give it to you with the polio vaccine now because nobody's going to say no to that. They know what polio does.
Yeah.
Facts.
I wonder how long until we don't know what polio does. Like, in general, like, obviously people are always going to know, but eventually, like, the
It'll
common crowd
take,
will not.
I think once our generation is gone, because we're probably going to be the last real generation that sees people who had polio,
Yeah.
like with their hands all fucking like this and unable
Crutches.
to walk.
The crutches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Deformed
that's
legs
what
and
I always
shit.
think whenever I think of polio is like that one kid on like the crutches with like the fucking metal braces up their arm.
Yeah.
Looks like a
Think
piece of
JFK.
fucking...
The generation younger than us, they just see crippled people. They don't see people who went through polio in the
Oh.
fucking 50s.
Oh,
So-
fair.
I think we'll probably be the last generation who really remembers what polio looks like.
It's crazy. You know,
From anything other than pictures.
so you know what's funny with like every generation is all the different fucking health problems that they've had and how it correlates with mental health for like the general populace and the just like physical detriments that they also suffer. Like remember whenever they discovered asbestos was bad, and they were like, "Hold on,
You mean asbestos?
asbestos." Sorry, I'm thinking of a fucking
I can't help it, I'm
Greek
sorry.
god. I think.
Yeah, you definitely were. Huh?
Yep. My bad.
Oh, it sounded like what you said, but it wasn't exactly that either.
No,
You didn't
I'm
even
glad you
pronounce a
caught
real
me.
word. You made a word up.
Hesphestus, or maybe it was Hesphestus, I'm thinking, from Greek terminology. Either way, but like, or lead paint, shit like that, how it's just like, let's like stop putting that in. Now our generation, you know what it is? Microplastics.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
I mean, yeah, we also don't know what it does. But hey, here's to looking forward to finding out.
Oh, yeah, no. What our generation doesn't know what it does. It's vapes.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
that-
facts. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
can have more than one.
Yeah, that's why I've continued to smoke. At least I know
Honestly,
what
we
that's going to
should-
do to me.
We should really make a competition and see which generation just inherits the most birth defects based on like their average everyday lives.
Yeah,
'Cause,
I don't know. I think
we're
at
up
this
there.
point, I think they should outlaw smoking for anyone coming of smoking age,
So
they don't get addicted to it.
up the age for smoking.
No, just make it cut off.
Oh no, that sounds awfully fascist. I thought this was the land of the free.
I'm fine with it.
I thought this was America. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We've all seen at least somewhat what smoking does to people, and
Yeah, that's why
I
Maybe
want to
for a
quit.
breathing tube, bro.
I want to quit so bad, but I can't. I've tried, and it is so fucking hard. It's worse than booze.
Yeah,
I've heard from heroin
that's-
addicts it's worse than heroin. It is the hardest thing to kick.
Oh no, I
Really?
can see that. Oh god, yeah, I can see that. Holy shit, the number of things that I've kicked. Yeah, no, smoking's the one that like I have to.
I
vape
bought
instead.
this because I was bored, but like I don't usually buy cigarettes.
We've had this conversation. I really feel like whenever you were down to like one cigarette a day, that should have been like the cutting point for you. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably because like I don't smoke whenever I'm at home during my free time. I smoke on the road and I smoke at work.
Mikey's going like 2 years strong of like not giving a shit if he has smokes or not.
If what? He has smokes?
Yeah, he just doesn't give a shit. He's completely unaffected by it.
That's like this.
Sounds nice.
I bought a pack last week, and like I smoked maybe half of it because I gave the other half to Trey. And then I was like, I stopped at the gas station today to pick up beer, and I was like, it's gotta be a 10-minute drive home. How about some cigarettes? Maybe help for the podcast.
Yeah, I've honestly for years been like fighting against when people said that smoking should be taken out of places and shit like that. But at this point, with as hard as I have found it to be, all the times that I have tried to fucking quit, that I think they should just cut it off. Let the people who are already fucked be fucked or quit, and then...
I too had a problem, like, whenever they were, like, in a lot of the bars and shit, where they just were like, you can't smoke in here. Like, I didn't like it because, I like the option to smoke. But, I'm not gonna lie, like, for normal people just walking into that shit, like, secondhand's bad, it smells bad.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you want to do it, go outside. I get that.
I mean, as long as I can smoke in my own house, I honestly...
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
And if they try and tell me I can't smoke in my own house, then we're going to have a fucking problem.
They start installing mandatory, like, hidden smoke detectors.
Yeah, they can suck my dick. But I don't know. I'm thinking maybe just don't let kids smoke anymore. Like, push real hard.
Just don't let the fucking 8-year-olds start smoking.
No, don't let the 18-year-olds, the 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, nobody.
Oh, yeah, it's up to 21 now, isn't it?
Yeah, anyone who's at 21 now, they can smoke because they're already there.
Well, I mean, they can drink, too.
From then back, anyone who's going to turn 21 after today, no more smoking.
What if we started making it, like, nicotine and chemical-free?
Chemical-free nicotine?
Well,
nicotine and chemical-free.
Yeah, but even, like, the American Spirits, which are chemical-free, they're not nicotine-free, but...
No. But have you ever, like, had to go without
smoking? Those for a long
time. They will still cause you cancer.
Yeah, they'll still call you... But
so will everything, if we're being honest.
Because what you're talking about is how hard it's been for you to quit, and what's hard for you to quit is all the cyanide and all the other bullshit in this. Nicotine itself is about as addicting as coffee.
Dude, I am telling you right now, if I could get cigarettes that had no nicotine in them and chemicals, like what you're talking about, I would start smoking them because the heart... Huh?
Clove.
Well, all right. Well, the nicotine isn't even really the problem. It's the
habit.
Hand to mouth, and more importantly than that, is I have never been able to get a fucking good substitute that gives me that same feeling when it goes down.
Nice burn
when I feel it going down my throat into my lungs. There's no like punch to it. It's like the fucking old e-cigarettes. It's just air.
Have you ever considered just like lighting a match and then going?
Have I ever considered just sucking phosphate into my system? No,
yeah.
I'm good, bud.
Pussy, no balls.
No, you just go with all the other stuff.
I feel like that would be worse for me. But if cigarettes give me everything that I need other than the nicotine...
if you just want smoke to smoke, then...
There's the problem. If they taste gross, that doesn't help me.
That was my problem, but they do help people.
There has to be something you could smoke just for the habit that tastes like nothing.
Marshmallow leaf.
Well, I need the kick. If I don't have the kick, then that's a problem.
You should try marshmallow leaf.
What the fuck is that?
It's a smokable leaf.
It doesn't have like any of the like really bad shit like most. Oh, of
you
course.
Smoked marshmallow leaf before?
Have I?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Does it get you fucked up?
2012, 2013 ballpark. That's what that was.
Do we use it for a blunt, or
have we reached to 2012 already?
Think of what we were doing in 2012, 2013.
Oh, all right. Was that the year with the wasp?
A year after the wasp. It would have involved a corncob pipe.
Okay, there was a phase. There was a phase where I smoked out of nothing but the corncob pipe.
What is the wasp?
What did you smoke out of the corncob pipe?
Legal.
I was trying not to say it out loud.
Well, it was legal.
I don't have to cut out what he just said. I just have to cut out what you said. What the fuck?
Cut that out too.
It was legal. There's no reason to.
Cut it out too.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You didn't cut that out.
Could you imagine?
You said the one word. Name. You said the one word I have to cut out.
I know. And now while you're in that
and I'm cutting around it. I'm leaving.
Now you have to, because you
motherfucker. You put me in this position. I'm going to do even more work to leave the other in.
No, cut.
God damn it, Frank. I fucking hate you. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
I was trying not to say it. Censor it out.
Fuck.
I was trying not to say
And the best part is, they're gonna know what you said.
I don't
Simply
want them
by
to.
even Mikey's reaction. Given the things he said on this show and the fact that he reacted to what you said, they're gonna know what you said.
There's some room for imagination. Maybe he told me a funny joke.
Yeah.
You could censor this whole
A
segment.
funny joke.
All right, hold on. Let's just do another scene take and then overlap that one with this one.
Oh my god.
Hey, hey, Frank.
Much.
Knock, knock.
Marshmallow leaf is smokable.
Haha, that was a funny joke.
Thank you, I try.
All right, there. Now just slice that in.
Perfect. Thank you, Mike.
Fucking hate you so much.
I got you.
Anyway,
I panicked.
That's my Tourette's.
what I don't understand is how exactly have they not come up? They've come up with a million different useless things. How have they not come up with a cigarette alternative that is good for you?
Because it's not profitable.
But it's possible. Like, I'm not crazy.
No, yeah.
It is definitely
Tons of
possible
things
to
are
create
possible.
something that you can smoke, that you can feel in your lungs.
No.
Actually,
good.
yeah, no, it's...
No.
Or at
yeah,
the very
it's some
least,
beneficial
not
to that
bad.
extent doesn't...
You can get okay.
Oh,
So here's the thing: you can get to not as bad, but if you're inhaling something that isn't air, it's not going to be good for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, there should be a vape equivalent then.
They do make
That
flavored
you can
oxygen, though.
feel
Oh,
that's
God.
just oxygen. Because if you take a hit of oxygen, you feel that.
Uh-huh.
So there's got to be a way to do that.
There is. They have them.
Flavor the
Like-
shit.
Oh. Maybe not flavor, but... I
'Cause
mean,
they
there's
make
like
these-
oxygen pens.
They make these things, they're called fume, I guess. I've
Yeah.
seen it advertised at a few different places.
The
where it's
thing
just
is, they're
flavored
giving you
air.
like 80% oxygen, and that's not good. Like, that's where it's like, okay, yeah, this is too much oxygen, because, yes, turns out too much oxygen is poisonous.
Well, yeah, that's why they give you the oxygen masks in airplanes, because if they give you enough oxygen, that it makes you high. It gives you a euphoric feeling so you don't freak out as the plane's going
I was
down.
going to say, so that they can fool you into believing that you actually took your road trip, and then they just charge you for the tickets without actually lifting off.
No, it's so that when the plane's going down, it's not full of people freaking out.
Yeah, everybody's just chill.
Everyone's ready
It's like,
to
don't
follow
worry,
the
put-
instructions of putting their head between their knees.
Yeah, because it's
that's
like,
gonna save
you're not
them.
going to have oxygen while we're descending. It's like, yeah, that's not the issue.
Yeah.
You will have oxygen.
You'll have a lot of oxygen.
You'll have tons of it. More than you could know what to do with. But if you have the oxygen mask on, it won't feel as bad.
Yeah, the oxygen mask comes.
We'll let you die
know
humanely.
that.
Yep, that is the whole point of the oxygen mask.
I mean, it makes sense because whenever they get deployed, it's like, all right, we're going to die. That was
Yeah, they
fun.
don't deploy them for minor turbulence. They fucking deploy them when the fucking ship is going down and they don't know if they're
Everybody
gonna make
bite
it.
your cyanide capsules.
Yeah.
Except for, strap on your oxygen mask.
Yeah, if you wanted to do anything degenerate, do it right now.
Everybody just fucking does the most deplorable shit possible.
Some lady pulls out a
somebody
big
goes
fat
up and just
strap on and
stabs like
hangs
their
her
fucking
husband.
neighbor. It's like, I had to get this out of my system.
Yeah. Fucking stabs the person next to him to fucking death. Then they equal the plane out.
Bro, would
Dude,
that be...
how though? You're not even allowed to have fucking nail clippers.
Yeah, you're not supposed to, but I have heard a lot of stories about people who had
get
things in
through
their
a
bags
lot
that
of
they
shit.
forgot about. And then when they got off the plane and got to their hotel room, they realized they had like a fucking Bowie knife in their fucking bag.
Yeah, that's
Still
happened.
makes it through.
And they just let it go through.
Yeah,
That's happened to me before.
Or
actually.
scissors, or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck.
just about anything, honestly.
Dude, yeah,
Like,
yeah. Actually, speaking of, that's literally happened to me before, right? The like army knife kind of deal.
Yeah,
Like-
Swiss Army?
Yeah, but those motherfuckers in TSA crushed my potato chips. I had an unopened bag of chips for the flight. And yeah, no, that's literally it though. That is literally what happened.
Why,
might
to
have
make
had
sure
a
you didn't have a weapon in there?
microchip in those potato chips.
That's what, yeah, they were worried that like I had a bomb in my fucking Doritos.
Just run it through the x-ray machine.
It might be
It got
a
flagged for
little
Doritos.
Well, no, you can shoot through that because it's not very thick.
Yeah, I don't... That's retarded.
It also
no, it's
requires somebody to be paying attention.
The TSA is the most useless fucking
Security
organization
theater.
on the planet.
AI is going to replace them next. And it's
Yeah.
going to be so much better.
I just...
No, because that might actually work.
Yeah, AI is going to take over the TSA. They're going to take over the
They're going to
planes.
flag like
We're gonna be all
75% of people that aren't actually like threats, but at least we'll know.
Oh, that's gonna be racist as shit. It's gonna have programmer's bias.
Look out, he has a gun.
What makes you think he has a gun? He is black.
He
Honestly.
is black. Beep.
He's wearing.
Racism protocol initiated.
He's wearing one of those ugly ass towels on his head.
That's a fun thing though. If you guys ever want to look that up, I think it's called programmer's bias, but that's like an actual thing.
Yeah.
Because it was, is it like a thing where the coding is actually in favor of the racism of the programmer?
Yeah, that's literally it. So as they're running testing, so like police
Nice.
profiling, for example,
Nice.
police profiling is self-reinforcing. So if you overly police a black area and you're finding all the crime in the black area, crime rates in that black area are going to go up.
So it's like a thermal indicator, but it's like skin pigmentation detector. It pays more attention to the darkers.
It's
than
self-reinforcing. Yeah. So like, regardless of what the crime rates actually are, they're going to be found to be more prominent in the area that they're searching.
Oh my
which
god,
is already,
they really are just like people.
Yeah. But
No,
programming,
he's talking about people right now.
Yeah, I'm talking
he's talking about
actual
cops
police
right now.
systems, But
I mean,
they're
like the
trying to make
AI.
Yeah, but for the AI stuff,
It could
I haven't
loop
seen
back
anything.
around and it could be racism again.
It ends up turning
programmed
self-reinforcing.
racism.
And I want to say that's called programmer's bias. There's an actual word for it. If nothing else, I'll bring it up on the next
Programmer's
podcast.
bias and like programmer's racism is kind of synonymous with each other, right?
Yeah, it'd be the same thing.
It's like preferences.
We're using
or
it
whatever.
interchangeably.
So what you're saying is we should have all black programmers.
Yes, minorities only. Algorithmic
We should-
bias.
What about Jews?
What about Jews?
Should we let Jews do it too? They're a minority.
It's called algorithmic bias, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, programmer's bias, algorithmic bias. They're like
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing.
Also the same word, kind of.
Yeah, Twitter
Different-
used to have that.
Oh, I can
What,
believe
an
it.
algorithm?
Now they just let whatever you want happen on there.
Oh,
No,
cool.
whatever you want.
Pretty much, yeah. Other than child
If
porn.
you upset Elon Musk, he's going to ban you. That's been proven
Even
time
for
and
the
time again.
most part, not really.
Oh, dude.
Bro, no, Elon actually
Maybe
like,
if you're
has,
feeling
like,
the need to tag
Hold
him
on.
in your...
Hold on. No. Check this one out.
Criticism?
He's working for the,
he has so many fucking accounts on Twitter. Like he's literally just like I'm the best.
I
I
want you
can
to test
silence
this, too.
anybody that has anything bad to say about me.
I want you to test this.
So
too.
he does because he owns the platform.
I mean-
Why wouldn't he?
I would.
Yeah,
All right, go
You're right,
follow at.
but
Go follow this.
My eyes aren't that good anymore.
Come grab the phone then.
I don't think anybody's eyes
Or,
were
yeah, I'll
ever
text it to
that
you.
good for the most part.
Just follow this account and see if you're still
That's such a
following it at the
far
end
distance.
of the at the end of the podcast.
Okay. So a little test.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little test.
Just a little test.
Camera's on you, Mikey. Talk.
Hey, I'm Mikey. I work an average 5 to 3.
And I have a below average penis.
Not true. 6 inches.
That's above average. Very nice.
What?
That's above the American average.
Really? I thought that was like spot on average. So I was like,
No,
That's
last I
fine.
checked, the American average is 5.5 inches.
I thought that was world average.
Oh, maybe it is.
Ah.
Yeah, world average.
damn
is
it.
5.5.
Yeah, the
American
Chinese are
average-
really lower in
The
that
American
curve.
average is probably like 6.5 then. No
Yeah,
offense
follow
to
that
every other
account and
country.
see if, that's the same thing.
I don't
Yeah,
want
that's
to
not
follow them.
Just unfollow them at the end of the podcast then. But the point is, follow them, give it an hour, and check. Some of the programming groups that I'm in have found all sorts of sketchy shit going on with Twitter.
I mean, yeah.
That being one of them. People have been following that, and then by the next day, their follower count's back down to 0.
Well, they've still got 206,000 followers.
It was late in the day. That's why I want to test it.
Okay, well, we're going to give it a shot.
So we're
I
still
appreciate
calling
that.
it Twitter now? What happened to X, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to dead
I thought that was what we were calling it now. Fucking X.
90% of people wouldn't know what you were talking about if you said X.
I love that.
I don't think that's true at all. I think people know what X is, but nobody calls it that.
What I want to know is why Frank cares about the Palestinians at all.
It's actually a long-going thing, and I'm not going to get into it.
I'm gonna
Remember
go.
how
I'm gonna
Frank
go
is
with-
a long-standing anti-Semite.
I was gonna
Kinda.
say. I'm gonna go with I care about the Palestinians because they are people.
Yeah,
Brave take on my part. I know. I know.
Actually, no. That's been in debate, though. That has been in debate. Are they people, though?
Or are they
Should we
subhuman
care?
lizard people?
That's the insinuation.
I mean, they're not all.
Yeah, these fucking
gonna be
people
monsters.
in caves. These people living in caves are obstructing us so much they are a threat to our freedom.
What are they doing?
God
Throwing
damn it,
rocks
now we're
from the
getting into
fucking
it.
treetops at our military drones?
I set out to anger Frank, and I have done it.
Yeah. Ugh. But yeah, proudly anti-Zionist. So, there's that.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
So we have an anti-Semite on our hands.
close enough. Call it whatever you want. I don't give a shit. Fun fact about U.S. law. You are not allowed to oppose the Israeli state in America. That happened in 2021, I think. I was pretty pissed about that.
Wait, so you can't like have any sort of like
You
propaganda?
can't openly deny Israel as a Jewish state.
I mean, I think you can because you do.
Yeah, all the
So-
time. I forget what
I was
the-
gonna say, like, who
Hold
enforces
on.
that law?
I guess we're going to see if Frank's in prison by tomorrow, because
I won't
if
be.
he's not, then that's
won't
not
be.
true.
No, I won't be. It's not that it's not true. It's that it's a like. So you guys read Animal Farm, right?
Yes.
The
We
whole
had
point
to,
is-
remember?
Yeah, exactly. But the
I went
point,
through English class.
the point isn't to make it so that I go to jail for that. It's to baby step us in the direction. That's what pisses me off. That was a baby step in a direction against free speech. So let me look up the specifics for it because there were specifics.
So
for
you're
it.
looking like many years into the future, probably. Then
I feel like
as
you
a
have to on a
consequence.
political scale.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's fair.
I mean, I agree
guess
with it
I'm
on the
more-
opposite end of the spectrum
I'm a
as
lot
you, but
more
yeah.
like very like in the moment, which is probably why I don't really have these thoughts about like the grand scheme. Of
It's why he's
things.
happier than we are.
Yeah.
He doesn't
I
worry
cracked
about
the
the
code.
same things that we do.
I'm blissfully ignorant.
Yeah, the retarded are always happy. He's Mikey's like a Down syndrome child. He's always happy. Blissful
I
ignorance.
think I can articulate a sentence a little bit better than a lot of Down syndrome children.
All right, so you're like a Down syndrome adult.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, boy.
Winning. I got recognized as an adult. I'm
Again.
a big boy now.
You even kind of look like one.
Kinda.
Like a Mongolian.
Alright.
That's why they used to call them Mongoloids.
Really? That was why?
Yeah, because their features are very Mongolian in nature.
I don't like the way
Fuck
that
you,
said
goddamn
that.
Mongolians!
You're gonna break down my shitty wall! Ah, shit, sweet sour pork! No!
There
Hey,
it is.
dog, get over here!
I got what I wanted out of that.
Oh, fuck. You said the thing, and it just immediately tripped my trigger. God, I flash back to South Park.
You always do. As long as I point out one thing, you always got a quote. Oh, here comes Frank with his facts. Let's do it. Frank's facts!
So, okay, I'm not going to read the whole article, but you're not allowed to boycott Israel as a Jewish state. So, like, I'm not allowed to boycott and be like, hey, free Palestine.
Really? Because they're doing it all over the country right now.
I'm just saying, it's a law.
Well, like most laws in the U.S., it's not enforced because there's a lot of people
Yet.
fucking protesting for Palestine right now.
As they should.
I think this is America.
I wonder how many examples there are of laws that have always existed but nobody enforces.
Oh, there's a bunch of them, especially on state levels. You have some states.
Because
where
I was
you're
gonna
not
say,
allowed
there's
to have,
some
like, ice cream
dumb
in your back
laws in
pocket.
some states
I
I
think
remember
it's-
getting recommended to me on YouTube where it's like, hey, did you know in Georgia you can't have more than 14 ducks?
But this is on a federal level.
I think in most states, adultery is still illegal. They just didn't want to spend the money to take it down.
That's one of those things where I'm like, I don't think it should be illegal.
I think it should be.
I don't think it should be like federal, like, well, maybe not, like even state charge. Like, I don't think you should be charged for it. I think it just means you're a shitty person and whoever's with you sucks to be them, I guess.
I think we should do stonings, like
I-
they do in Palestine for.
We just need to get enough sand. We need to take them out to the beach and then bury them in sand and then start hucking rocks at them.
Yeah. I think we should start hucking rocks at
Will the
anyone who-
execution grounds be like Miami, Florida then?
No, not execution. You don't stone them to death. We're not Palestine or any other.
How do you know when
Arab
you don't
country.
stone them to death? If you're throwing rocks at them, like you could easily kill someone.
But I think for adultery and gayness, we should start stoning people.
Okay, all right. Well,
Like
I
they do
don't
in
know
Palestine.
about gayness. I mean, as long
We
as
should
you're
start
not-
hucking homos off roofs. I saw the best meme
Free
ever the other
helicopter
day.
rides for homos.
Huh?
Free helicopter rides for homos.
I saw the best meme the other day. It said, Palestine has officially said that they'll no longer throw gays off roofs. We have no more roofs.
Yeah, we bombed them into caves.
Jesus Christ!
Honestly, though,
It was awesome.
I don't understand how a bunch of people in caves are like a threat to our democracy. I really don't. I
Bruh,
don't see it.
Have you
They're not a
seen
threat
the
to our
ballistic
democracy.
rocks?
Honestly,
They'll throw them at us at
Dude,
Mach 5.
We're talking about fucking gassing an entire cave system because Hamas might be in it.
They're not a threat to our democracy.
What if their gods?
I'm not
real?
saying that. There's no world in which Palestine can do any amount of damage to the United States of America.
Then why are we killing all
The
of the
problem
civilians?
is Israel.
Then why are we killing all the civilians? Why are we attacking civilians? I don't understand why that's always our fucking MO. How am I supposed to support our decisions when we're just like, let's just kill everyone?
Bruh, easy. But what if?
No! This has
Yeah,
been
but
happening
what
since
if?
before Vietnam. Our solution to Vietnam was to kill off 75% of the fucking population.
You know a good reason
How
to do
is that helping
How many
every-
times have you quoted napalm sticks to kids?
A lot.
If it wasn't for Vietnam, would you be able to say that? Because you
No.
wouldn't.
God,
Well, no, it wouldn't
That's
exist.
literally
if
what-
Wasn't it
Vietnam
worth
didn't
all
happen.
those children's lives for you to be able to make that comment?
Arguably.
For us to know that napalm sticks to children?
If they were human,
For
it
what
would be a
it's
trap.
napalm sticks to like everything.
and that's been it for
The
Frank's
joke,
Facts.
Mikey.
I know, but I felt like I had to say it
What did you say?
because napalm sticks to everything. Get it? Because it's sticky. It's sticky fire. You see, it adheres to things and then it sticks to them, like people, for instance, children in particular. There goes
It
my
sticks
phone.
to kids better.
Yeah, naturally adhesive to
That kids are
children.
sticky.
Because
to
both
begin with?
children are sticky.
Yeah.
And the napalm is sticky.
You know the term "sticky fingers"? Children.
God damn it.
Facts. That's a literal example.
That's amazing. I'm fucking real proud of you, Mikey. That was a solid comment.
Thank you. I am actually.
And that's been Frank's Facts for today.
For now.
Let's carry on. Yeah, we might have to do the segment again at some point during this show because I feel like Palestine's going to come up again and he's going to get all
We got
worked
like a
up.
solid 15 minutes out of that, right?
Also, that law was 2017, by the way. My bad.
Oh, all right, whatever.
Yeah, for all those fuckers, they're gonna fact check you.
Here's the thing. I still truly believe deep in my heart that we should turn every other continent on the planet into glass. Then every problem
Think of
other
how
than
easy-
American racism would be solved.
Think about how easy it would be to get to the oil then. We
Yeah.
just gotta crack through one layer of glass and boom, there it is.
Yeah, and then we could send all the Mexicans to the irradiated areas because we can't hit them with a nuke. Otherwise, it's probably going to hurt us.
True. It'll leak into the motherland.
We can probably take out South America, and then it would take out part of Mexico with it. But then we'll just send the rest of the Mexicans over to the irradiated areas off of our continent. We'll shoot Justin Trudeau in his face, and we'll just take Canada, since they're pretty much America's top hat anyway.
Do you
And
want me to narrate
problem
this story?
solved.
Because I will.
Dude, we should make this a play. Like a fun play where we nuke the
We'll
rest
call
of the
it Red
world.
Dawn, except for it's red, white, and blue dawn.
Yeah, goddamn right. And then we'll just send Mexicans everywhere to plant American flags.
Like the moon.
It'll be
again.
like, well, to be fair, once we irradiate the whole planet, it'll look like the moon. So
Yeah. I mean, it's glassed, right? So
Yeah.
it reflects the light from the sun, so it will probably. Look
and the
like
upside
moon.
is, if aliens ever come here, the chances of them landing on America are pretty slim. So they'll probably find it to be empty and leave.
Wouldn't it be funny if they tried to land with their fucking saucer and then the legs came out and they just like slipped on the glass?
Slips all over the place because of the glass. It starts looking like a fucking Three Stooges bit.
That'd be fucking good.
That'd be amazing.
I'd love to see that.
And then just one lone brown man comes walking up. Hola, senor.
Wouldn't it be great if there was like a graveyard of 66 UFOs that tried to land in the same place and they all did the same thing and everybody died on board?
That'd be amazing.
That'd be pretty fucking good.
It would just give us a better chance at being racist in other species.
I'd be here for
If
that.
we ever got to meet them.
This isn't even racist because 90% of the countries that we're hitting with the nukes are white. So,
Fun facts with Frank again, though. Do you know why that would kill us too?
What?
radiation?
No, bombing everywhere else on Earth.
No, I mean, would it be the
Because of
radiation?
exports?
Because I don't think it
No.
would be.
No.
Centrifugal force? Something physics?
Do you guys remember Mount St. Helens and why that was a big deal?
No.
I can't even tell you if I remember where Mount St. Helens is because I don't want to embarrass myself.
Oh, it's in Washington.
Oh, okay. Carry on.
Anyways, whenever it exploded, it blew up so much dust and shit in the atmosphere that it effectively blocked out the sun and cooled the Earth's temperature.
Isn't that what actually killed the dinosaurs too? Wasn't the
It's arguable.
yeah, okay, so that's up to interpretation. I heard a lot of theories where it's like the sun getting blotted out by like volcanic shit, like ash, and like all the plants dying, so everything starved. And also
All right.
the sun being out, it got really cold.
So, new plan.
Yeah, let's not create a nuclear winter.
Here, no, hold on. This will be before the nuclear winter. First, we pull out of every other country on the planet that we're wasting money on. We stop sending
here for that.
Ukraine a single
So all of
dollar.
them.
I'm here for that.
So all of
Stop
them-
sending money anywhere.
I'm
And then
here
we
for
take
that.
all our money and we build a giant dome over the whole country.
Is this gonna just be the?
Hold on. Hold on. And then we build our own atmosphere inside of it. Then we nuke everybody else.
That could work.
Yeah.
That could work.
We got the money to do it if we're not spending so much money on war.
How about
But
this?
hear me out. If we're already turning
Fuck,
ourselves
build a
into
wall. Build the dome. 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 And it'll have the fun side effect of we won't have to worry about Mexicans anymore.
It'll be ostracized to space vacuum.
it's just winning all around.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
America.
We're like,
winning.
America will become Charlie Sheen.
I'm not saying that we
Without the AIDS.
Jesus Christ. That's the best part. Well, we still have the drugs.
Yes, but we won't have to worry about China importing more heroin.
As long as I can get whatever Charlie Sheen's on, I'm happy.
Prostitutes.
And tiger's blood, baby. Let's go.
Well, no, all the tigers will be dead except for the ones that are in fucking,
As long as I can get their blood, I'm fine. Fucking winning.
I think we need to stop worrying about anyone other than us.
I don't disagree, yeah. I'm not necessarily, like, calling for a protectionist economy, but, like, it wouldn't be bad to hedge some, like, redundancies into ourselves, you know? Like, with agriculture specifically, it's specifically agriculture, we should be redundant as fuck with that. I don't know, maybe even oil, too. Like, we have enough oil here. I don't understand why we're so reliant on import. Like, granted, yeah, when it all runs out, blah, 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 but, like, there's no harm in being redundant about it. Like, why not for price stability, you know?
Yeah, I think there's no reason we can't be self-sufficient here.
Yeah, for real. Well, one of the most resource-rich nations on the planet.
Yeah.
Like, sure, we're not the Balkans, but fucking good enough.
You know what? We could be even more rich in these things if we, just went to war for about 5 minutes and took over Canada and just adopted that as part of America. Then we'd have all their resources, too, because they're not going to put up much of a fight. I don't even think they have a standing army.
I think the moose might. I don't think I'd want to fight that much fucking moose.
It'd be like the emo war,
It'd be like the Emu War, yeah.
against the fucking moose.
Dude, I would not fight a moose.
Well-
You would not pay me.
We'll send the military first to fight the people. No. We'll send all of America's hunters to Canada to kill all the moose, just like we did the buffalo here. And then once we kill all their moose, then we'll send the military in to take care of the people.
That could work.
Mostly Justin Trudeau.
Napalm sticks to
Fidel
Canadians.
Castro Jr.
I don't know if there's a trick to latching that, but I couldn't get.
Oh yeah, don't even fucking bother.
I was gonna say, and now I have weak little baby hands, man, that I can't close a fucking door properly.
But yeah, I don't know why we live in this world where we pretend that we can't be self-sufficient here. We don't need anybody else. We have all the fossil fuels we could possibly need underneath our fucking feet. Agriculture, for real, like...
The entire Midwest,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You know how many farmers would be happy if we stopped importing shit? They could actually start making money again. We could produce all the milk we need. We can produce all the fucking crops we need right here
There's
in
a
America.
reason it's called first world problems and not
Yeah,
third
like,
world problems.
I don't know why we are not fucking resource and energy independent here.
Because that's not very nice.
export-heavy,
It's
honestly.
laziness.
I don't even think it's laziness. I think it's calculated.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, at the end of the day, globalization allowed us to privatize every other fucking industry and all other
I
private...
was gonna say, I think like relations with every other country is pretty important still.
Oh,
even-
God, no.
No?
We... Oh, God,
No, we don't fucking... We don't
We
need
don't start
anybody else.
wars to, like, save people. We start wars to privatize their industry.
Right, but I mean, like
That's
the
not
fact
about
that
our
is that
relationship
every other
with them.
country that with functioning humans that exists is a power player, and there is an appeasal thing.
It's not about appeasing them. It's the fact that they can't stop us. That was the point of globalization. Like, okay, NAFTA didn't, like... Look at it this way. If you're Walmart, right? You're Walmart and say you want to break into big oil, okay? One of the things that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to lower the taxes after you get a hold of that oil so that you can sell it back to us, right? Because we're also the biggest purchasing nation. So we're going to go over to a place like, I don't know, maybe not Saudi Arabia because they're already too powerful from all the oil, but you might go to a place like Canada, for example, right? Pre-NAFTA, you're paying a fuck ton of export taxes on that. So we're going to disguise that. We're going to go, oh, well, this is going to help global relations everywhere if we just drop the tax rates on imports. So now we have NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement.
Yeah.
So then you push through something like NAFTA. Now you're allowed to take over these. Oh God, private. They fucking better be.
I'm shocked. Sorry, I spoke out of term.
No, because I get upset about it. Because like, honestly, because that's the other thing.
This is something that him and I 100% agree on.
Yeah, I'm not going to pretend to understand it because I don't research this.
It's just annoying.
It's gross. So, like, Bolivia, right? Bolivia had I think it was Bolivia. It was somewhere in South America. They had, like, privatized lithium mines, right? Hey, we make a lot of money off of lithium
I
mines.
think that was... Yeah, I think it was Bolivia. Argentina?
Argentina was oil. Argentina,
that's right.
That was, yeah, same thing happened with Argentina, too. Anywhere in South America, actually. This is a really widespread example. But South
America sucks.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like South America sucks.
Between the drugs and all the other shit,
I've seen
it's a
it.
shit
So, yeah.
We did that to them when they wouldn't sell us their resources.
Yeah,
We
it
wanted
sucked
rights
balls
to
down
like
there
their
anyway.
lithium mines. We wanted rights to their oil. They were like, no, it's public. It's a public resource. We produce
Public
enough.
domain.
It's public domain. We can help all of our citizens doing this. So they would still sell us the resource, but they wouldn't sell us the rights to the resource because it wasn't for sale. So we go to war with them until they have to give it up, and then we buy it from them. I.e.,
Retarded.
Buy it from
It's-
them, hand them a fistful of dollars while holding a gun to their head.
literally, though.
They made him...
Yeah.
No.
No?
As Vito Corleone would say, they made them an offer. They couldn't,
Couldn't refuse.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Yeah, legitimately. So
So
I just, yeah, I'm not opposed to a protectionist economy or like redundancies built within our economy because sometimes it does backfire, right? It has to go both ways or we're hypocrites. So like China has to be allowed to buy our fucking resource rights. Otherwise, like, we can't argue that we're doing this for, you know, appeasement and building relations.
We need to shut it down. Just shut it all down. I think we should just be 100% isolationist nationalist. Not racially, not fucking religiously.
national.
Kill all
Just
of them!
nationalist.
Kill all the other ones!
Just be American.
I will
Shut
say
it
that
down.
I think nationalism is how fascism works so well. I don't want to say that fascism works well, but like the underpinning to the ideology is the sense of loyalty. That's how you get it to work. If you're gonna force uniformity and conformity, you have to have a level of pride, and that's only gonna come through something like nationalism.
I'm fine with that.
I'm super against it,
Not the
but I can see why
fascism
it's
part,
effective.
just the nationalism part.
Yeah, but like, what's the natural end to nationalism? What happens when you get that much pride going in one place?
Isolationism.
Do you think it's possible we can do a thought experiment and like get
Do you
one that's
think it's
not
isolationism,
fascism?
or do you think it's jingoism?
What?
do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be isolationism, or do you think it's going to be jingoism?
I don't know that word.
Endless war. War for the sake of war. We deserve more resources because we're better than you. But we're just going to take it because you can't stop it.
I think it could go either way.
Yeah.
It depends on who's in charge.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because that does all revolve around one singular leader.
Because if you get the right person in charge, it really should end in isolationism, which I think is perfectly fine.
So
we should be self-sustaining. We shouldn't deal with anybody.
I'm not going to pretend to understand a lot of this, but I think it also probably would depend on the location of the isolationism taking place, because just because
America,
you shut off, well, that's a rich area, and eventually other people are going to want to.
Well, then we go to war at our our borders.
And that's where
we protect our borders.
I assume that's where it stops being isolationism.
Get ourselves a giant iron dome.
Isolationism is where you don't trade with other people. It's where you focus.
Oh, is that it? Is that the main centric? Is where you?
Yeah, it's economy centric, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So you make the Iron Dome, and then you set fucking murder drones out front of it. It's like fuck off.
I mean, that's if you're trying to do it from a military standpoint too. But more than anything, it's just economically speaking. Economically speaking, saying, "Hey, I don't want to trade with you."
Right. I'm just, I'm thinking about this from a worst case scenario thing where.
Yeah, worst case scenario, you'd set up an
people
iron
are
dome.
clawing at your fucking door. They're hungry. And
yeah, isolationists isolate.
Yeah, I think we should get an iron dome, and then that's on the borders, on the outside, on the ocean, and then on the southern and the northern border, just a whole row from one end to the other of turret guns. To wipe out all Mexicans and Canadians.
This sounds like a fucking map I built on Warhammer 40K.
Yeah. I think we should let teenagers set up our borders.
They would waste so much money with bad sentry placement, but you can bet nothing's getting through there.
With an old setup of fucking Command and Conquer. Let them set up our borders, bro.
Some good old... Bloon's Tower Defense has been training us for this.
Just about 50 fucking Kyles with fucking energy drinks and unlimited cash.
We need one more Roblox, and it's just going to be a war simulator.
Dude, I'm just telling you.
Bro,
nobody would ever get into this country again.
I believe it.
Every fucking missile, every plane, whether domestic or military or any civilians, they'll all go down, bro.
Do you think our resources would be better spent, fucking helping people though?
No.
Fuck you.
There you go. Take that.
No, listen. Here's my stance on people who really need help. One, I think we should go back to, what's it called?
Homesteading?
Well, that too, but
eugenics.
No, Canada's doing that, and it's not great.
Oh, that did turn out gross.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Eugenics for the poor, yeah.
But I think we should go back to involuntarily committing people who are insane, because there are a lot of homeless people who cannot take care of themselves.
Yeah.
We should have mental hospitals, not like we used to, where we just put them in there and then forget about them.
Yeah.
I think we need to open back the mental institutions, hire people who actually give a fuck, and
pay them enough. Pay them enough.
Yeah, and pay them enough, and start involuntarily committing the people who cannot take care of themselves.
The fact that it's 2023 and counselors are still making $13 an hour makes me want to vomit.
There's so many of them that are shit.
I think
there's so many that don't fucking care.
You can't, dude. I can't care about shit when I'm making fucking under $15 an hour. Are you kidding me?
Right. But I mean, that's part of the problem is where it's just hey,
that and the workload is swamped. Have you ever met a social worker who didn't have under 20 people they had to work with? Honestly.
I don't know. I've never met a social worker.
Oh, dude, I'm making a number up with 20, but every social worker I've ever met has been fucking swamped.
Yeah, I've never had to really deal with social workers, or I don't really deal with people.
I'm just saying, our entire mental health infrastructure is trash. And social workers, counselors...
for sure. But I mean,
the biggest of facts.
Huh?
The biggest of facts.
Thank you.
Yeah, very...
Fun facts with Frank. That's another segment.
Very brave takes.
Next, I think once we deal with that, I'm pretty sure the number will be pretty equal to the amount of homeless people we have and empty houses we have in this country.
Oh, we have way more houses than we have
That's my
homeless people.
point.
Yeah. Yeah, we just stopped BlackRock from buying all of them.
Well, I was talking to my wife earlier, and they're down where her grandparents live in State College, It used to be all cornfields. There's still cornfields, but they ripped out a whole shit ton of it to build another redundant fucking Sheets and Family Dollar.
Well, what
I
if first
think-
Sheets is swamped and I want to go to second Sheets?
Yeah. That's 3 Sheets. 4 Sheets in Steak Hollow. But I think one...
One for every fucking direction on
And
the
they put a bunch of
compass.
houses in there, too. I think we need to stop building houses. I think there needs to be a moratorium. No more building new houses. There are so many houses in this country. In Detroit alone.
There's enough empty
There are
houses that it's like, hey, if you want to get rid of them, fucking bulldozer over them and build something new on the property at least.
That's what I'm saying. No more building on... No new construction.
Yeah, we've got
fix
enough
Flint?
room.
Huh?
Did we ever address Flint? Is that
Flint,
still... How's
Michigan?
their water doing? Yeah.
I don't think it's great.
Probably not.
I just don't drink the water.
You don't live in Flint.
Exactly.
But,
Nothing
no.
what I said was untrue.
I think we should stop building in new places. I think we should fix up every
Yeah, we
house in
don't-
the
we
country that is still, like, to the point that you can fix it.
Not
Anything,
updated.
everything that is so dilapidated that you can't live in it anymore, bulldoze it, and if you want to build something new there, go ahead.
Yeah.
But no more ruining fucking forests or fucking fields.
But what
or
if I want to build my fucking
anything
mansion
good
on
to
Black
build
Shannon
Easy,
State Park?
FDR. Damn, making
to
my
build
dick hard.
any new houses? No more new fucking houses. We don't need them.
Yeah,
we don't
'cause, like,
need to
the
quit
whole-
tearing down Well, we don't need to keep tearing down forests and fucking good agriculture land to fucking build houses when we have
Well,
so
I mean,
many
like,
fucking
well,
empty ones.
We've got so many
I
dilapidated
see
ones that
Frank
just
and
need to
Hart
be
right now.
torn the fuck down so that we can actually use the space for something. Because it's not like it's a bad location for a lot of them. A lot of them were put there because it's like, hey, look, we can do something with this space. It's a good place to build a house. Problem, it's falling apart. It's like, cool, bulldoze it. Take
You guys want to know
take
what my
like 2
favorite
weeks.
investment instrument was?
Go ahead.
Never actually used it, but they had one where it was pooling together to buy real estate.
I'm in.
So like, yeah, no, I think it was Amazon spearheading it. If you ever want to look it up, I can
Oh,
look it
wow.
up. It was a few years
I've
ago.
heard about that company.
But yeah, so you'd buy shares into this like Amazon company. That Amazon company, it wouldn't be specific shares. It'd be like, okay, so there's 10 rental properties in Morrisdale, right? So I would pick one of those rental properties, go, oh, that's one that's going to pull the most, and I'd throw money at those shares for that house. And then whenever they buy that house and start renting it out, they start divvying the rent as
Back to the people who
as a
helped them
dividend
buy
on
it.
those shares.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was a crowdsourced way of privatizing and increasing.
Does that still
rent.
exist?
I imagine it was really successful, but I haven't. It was one of those things where like I saw it vomited and was like, I need to move on.
Do you remember what it's called?
I just want to say that it's owned by Amazon. I'll try to look it up.
Yeah, if you find it, send it to me later.
Oh, you're actually going to invest in that?
Fuck yeah, I am. I'm trying to make money any way I can, bro. I got 4 kids to feed. But, anyway. Yeah, no.
Oh, shit, that was considered an REIT.
Pizza for $5.
I'm good, buddy. Thank
All
you.
right, I
We're not
figured.
doing that bad.
I didn't figure, but
I just need to, I need to figure out a way to regulate my money situation. I'm spending so much on fucking making comics this year that all that money I
Oh.
made over the summer, didn't get to keep a dime of it. And I still owe 10 to my artist.
so did you say if you cut out like your
So my
lunch-
tax
like,
return is going to be gone.
right? If you cut out your, I'm not gonna.
If
I
I cut
call them
out,
luxury expenses.
if I cut out the thing that I love,
Yes.
then we'd be fine.
Okay.
So that's why we're going to produce all the books that we're producing right now. I'm going to pay that 10 with the tax return, and then it's either going to grow with that investment and the year and a half of content that I will have to release,
Fingers crossed, listeners.
or we're going back down to 1 comic book, and we're just going to do that.
Yeah. Well.
We're going to podcast, make audio fucking content, and I will produce 1 comic book. And I will take all the characters from the different comics that I'm making, and I will put them all into one.
Ah,
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
So depending on how that year and a half works from June 24 to the beginning of 26
Right.
will depend on where the story and the books go.
And how fast they turn out, obviously.
Exactly. Thank you. But yeah, no, I mean, I call myself a Republican, but I'm still somewhere in the middle. It's just a lot of the social shit that bugs me.
That's great.
A lot of the social shit bugs the fuck out of me.
Yeah, no, it does for everyone. That's
And
the
I am
point.
fully conservative on that.
Yeah, no, that's the point of them, though. The irony, though, is that if you address most of the economic issues, the rest of it seems to solve itself.
I mean, I think we're still going to have people trying to tranny kids, so...
I think mental illness tends to be more born out of poverty than it does.
Ah! The liberal, he admitted it!
I mean, yeah.
That's
I
my
mean,
stance.
Trannies have mental illness problems.
I didn't say trannies.
Hold on, wait.
You were talking about the homeless earlier.
Yeah, but I was just talking about trannies, and then you said mental illness.
Right.
He agrees with me!
Because I wanted you to censor out that whole segment. Shit.
How could you see a correlation between being a downtrodden individual and mental illness? I just don't understand. I can't see any connections with those two things.
Oh no.
Sarcasm. I do
Oh, no.
appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry, sometimes I hear
Oh! I can
No,
use the
not
keys!
Jesus Christ. Dude, it's almost the end of the podcast.
No, not the hotkeys, but since I click on one of the cameras, I can just hit the up and down button.
Nice.
Though it doesn't help when I have to run through all the cameras to get from me to you, but I'll take what I can get. Especially since my
Yeah, so
mouse just died for
you
some
just
reason.
have to, like, arrow key, like, rat-a-tat it. Like,
Just double tap.
Double tap.
But no, I don't think. So, like, I think whenever there's, like, resource scarcity, right? I think there's a prominence to want to create enemies to blame it on, right? So I'm not even necessarily saying mental illness.
justification.
I'm saying justification for creating others, right? And that's what turns it into a social issue, right? A tranny is somebody who's an other for specifically you guys, right? So, like, I think we view them more as equals and as an us.
They are people.
They are people, and if we treated them as people, I don't think there would be as much of an issue with, like, trans rights. Or same thing with gays, right? If we stopped viewing gays, when we stopped viewing gays as others and gave them shit like gay marriage, it stopped being as big of an... I mean, granted, there's still a weird pride thing with it.
Yeah, I was going to say...
Yeah, I don't see why it's necessary to show your pride for it when literally the majority of the country is for...
I think because a lot of it's still
A lot of people like to
at
feel
least with the
special.
older generations. But what I'm getting at is that I think ultimately social issues have a tendency to resolve themselves when economic issues are doing well around them, right? If we're not stopping gays from getting married and from having their retirement together or being able to see each other in the hospital or being able to buy houses together or being able to adopt, suddenly the issue with gay people as people stops being so much of an issue. But I view that as more of an economic consequence than a social one. So for me, I hate social issues as social issues because it's nothing that I give a shit about. I only care about whether or not people are fucking fed.
Yeah.
I agree with you on gays, and I agree with you on adult trannies. I don't agree that anyone is ever going to be accepting. The people like me and conservatives and, fucking sane liberals are ever going to agree that it is okay to medically or fucking pharmacologically or whatever the fuck is the word that I can't think of right now, transition anyone under the age of 18. I don't think that is going to be something we will all ever agree on.
Well,
Yeah, probably
Well,
not.
I mean,
but here's the thing, I just don't care. I don't think that's something that I don't care enough to address that as an issue. For me, like, fucking figure it out. I don't give a shit. I would rather focus on economics.
See, I
right. I mean, I can agree where I'm like, I don't think they should do any sort of transition stuff below the age of 18 because that's the age of consent, right? Like, that's
Fucking
the
let
age
'em
that
do
you
it. I
get
don't
to
give a
decide what you're going to do as a person.
Yeah, you're not even legally allowed to choose to have sex with someone who's an adult until you turn 18.
So, like, having a sex change is like, hey,
So you
let your awkward teenage phase kind of fizzle out maybe before you decide that I want to get my dick turned into a vagina.
I mean, if I had my way, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't think anyone should be allowed to make a medical decision about transition till they're 26. The brain does not finish developing until you're 26, which
I think it's 25.
I would have thought was bullshit until I turned 25, 26. And my entire fucking mindset changed.
You finally had a frontal lobe.
Like, I had... That was like the year that was like the year I realized I was going to die someday. Like the whole
Existentialism.
exactly. Like it sets in then. So I really don't think anyone should be allowed to make permanent, unnecessary medical decisions until then. If it's necessary, obviously, like you can consent to get your fucking liver transplant or shit like that.
yeah, of course, that's a life or death thing.
It's like or shit that is not life changing.
Hear me out. Here's a hypothetical, not an attack. Say somebody has a brain tumor, right? They
Okay.
still have the right to life or the right to decline the treatment, right?
Yeah.
What if that brain tumor is on the area for risk factors?
What do you mean?
So your brain... literally-
Elaborate.
Okay, so your brain, there are portions of your brain that are literally going to determine whether or not you care about whether or not you live, right? We know somebody kind of like that. So if they had a tumor, say, on the portion of their brain that's going to dictate whether or not they enjoy life or will see hope within the future, so this tumor is going to, out of the gate, make them want to decline the treatment for it.
As they do it.
I
what
think
happens.
there is, hopefully, in this situation, there is a family member or someone who cares about them
It should still be overwritten by somebody else.
to make that decision for them.
Okay.
If
Now,
it
this
is
is still in the
proven
realm of
medically
possibility, right?
that they can't,
Is this in the realm of like possibility where it's,
Oh,
like,
yeah, that
it's
can
not
actually happen.
guaranteed, but it could happen?
Yeah, that could totally happen. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's stories of like people completely changing because of
Right.
There's
But,
a
like,
lot.
Just because it's a possibility, I don't think we should write it off.
I think if it's medically proven that it is an area that could be changing how they feel about whatever needs to be done, I think they should have a surrogate, someone who can make the decision for them.
Okay.
And if they don't have that, then
That
sadly,
nullifies of sound mind.
then I think their doctor should make the decision.
I think that is way too much pressure for a doctor.
Then a social worker,
Oh, fuck them. Hell yeah.
someone whose job it is to look after you.
That's fair.
Normally, that would be a family member. Or,
Yeah, I was just saying out
Alright.
of curiosity, actually.
I think I go with more like whatever the individual wants at that moment. Being honest,
well,
'cause,
then
like even if
that's
the brain's
where-
all fucked up, it's like, well, are we expecting it to change?
but see
Because
that.
either they live like this or
But see, the way you're looking at it right now is the way that we pretty much look at mental illness right now. That's why there's so many fucking crazy ass homeless people on the streets rather than somewhere where they can be taken care of.
But
Because
sovereignty's a
we have
tricky
decided
issue.
that people should be able to make their own decisions no matter what.
Well, no, I mean, like,
And I
making
don't
your
think
own
a schizophrenic
decision-
can-
No, I don't agree with that because, like, I still think like the mentally ill homeless people that are probably gonna stab you in the throat for a fucking Klondike bar should probably be somewhere.
Well, they are. Yeah, it's unless you're only free unless you're you're provably a danger to yourself or others. So if they watch a homeless person attempting to kill themselves, that's an automatic lockup. If they watch
Right.
a homeless
Yep.
person try to kill somebody
Yep.
else, that's a lockup.
Okay, so
But you're talking about a vetting process to prevent it from getting to that point.
So, in your estimation, then, if a homeless person with schizophrenia doesn't have a problem that is going, if they're not a danger to anybody else,
As long as it's not detected,
But-
yes.
they're living out on the street, they can't wipe their own ass, they're suicidal, they should still be
Well, I
able
mean,
to make their own decisions because they're not going to
I
hurt
mean, if they're
anybody else.
suicidal, then yeah, sure, let them fucking do it.
See,
They'll go and do it.
I don't agree with that.
I'm sorry. I'm also a pseudo fan of Darwinism. The weak weed themselves out.
I mean, if that was the case, then
Eugenics.
Yeah,
I would
a
be,
little bit.
yeah. I mean,
Little
I would be
bit.
perfectly fine with the way trans are doing things now because they're literally sterilizing their entire line. They're sterilizing themselves. Magically, somehow, all of these transgender parents have a couple transgender kids. Somehow, they've already got them on hormone blockers. They're sterilizing their children. I mean, really, they're going to weed themselves out in 20 years.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, hey, if that's what the individual really wants, even if it's like not what somebody of sound mind wants, like, who are we to judge what a sound mind is?
Facts.
It's literally what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, what
Take
we're
care of
supposed
our
to do,
own.
but like, how do you put it into words? Like, what's a sound mind? Well, it's what I think about, what
Yeah,
a normal person
Creating
thinks
a
about.
witness for it gets tricky real quick.
Well, at the very least, if somebody wants to hurt somebody else or hurt
Get rid of them.
themselves, That is very clearly an unsound mind.
Yes.
Those
Correct.
aren't normal things to want to do.
Correct. But the second one is where it's like they'll hurt themselves. It's they're gonna do it either way.
Well, no, not everybody. Some people, you get them into therapy and you give them the right drugs,
Some.
and they're not crazy anymore.
Right. But I mean, like, if we're looking at it from like an actual like diagnostic part like sorry, not diagnostic, but like from a number standpoint, it's probably just more effective to let them do it, and then the people that have a chance will come and look for a second chance. They're not gonna, cave under the pressure, because a lot of times, like, yeah, therapy and shit takes a lot of effort. So if you're not willing to exude that effort, you're not gonna see the benefits.
Well,
Ever.
I got a question for you. And
All right.
I would be shocked if you answered no to this, given that you've made it 30 years on this planet.
Jesus Christ. Sounds like a big one.
Do you not have at least one person that you have known in your life that has killed themselves?
No. 6 months ago. So, pretty recent even.
Would you have rather, I'm assuming this person's name started with a D? Yeah.
Nailed it.
Would you have rather him gotten help even if he didn't want it, or would you have rather him killed himself?
In that particular circumstance, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look at it more of a broad spectrum, because not everything has to make sense.
I mean, it literally has to make sense.
No.
It personally, to you, doesn't have to make sense. But literally,
No.
everything needs to
I'm still
make
gonna come out
sense.
and say, like, not everybody's thought process works the same way. Like, shit doesn't have to make sense for it to happen. Look at physics. We're still working on, like...
Quantum mechanics.
Yeah,
Yes, but
like a lot of it's
that's
still
because we don't
theory.
understand it. That doesn't mean it doesn't make sense.
That...
Ooh, semantical argument I'm here for.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just because we don't understand it, it doesn't mean it doesn't make sense.
No.
It just means we
same
lack
word.
the understanding yet for it. We'll get there.
But I mean, like, I thought the term "makes sense"
I'm
literally
pretty
correlated
sure.
with being able to make sense of it.
Probably 20 years ago when they were just, well, not 20 years ago, in the 20s, I think.
In the 1920s.
Let's go with that. In the 1920s, when they were first coming out, I bet you a lot of people thought cars didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right.
There were a lot of
at
people
that
looking
point,
at
like,
that and going, where are the horses?
Well, but then it's like, we're looking at, like, the way the mechanisms work. And it's like, that can make sense if you're provided with enough information about it. The way somebody's brain works, sure, to an extent, but I just don't think we're
that's
there
actually
yet.
literally the same argument, yeah.
Because
I think in
the
100
way
years,
people
quantum...
process things are so different.
Yeah, but it's mostly based on neurology and...
Right, and there are electrical pathways that we can track and be like, this reaches this because this.
But I mean, we're able to recreate images based on ECGs.
Yeah, I think in 100 years, we're going to know exactly how the human brain works.
I agree.
It's
I
the
hope-
last
I hope
real
so.
mystery.
God, I hope
and
so.
That's, I mean, I've heard that a million times. The human brain is like the last true mystery of the body.
Yep.
I think in 100 years we will understand it, and I'm hoping it's less than that. I'm hoping it's in about 20 when we figure out how to transplant a brain into a new body, but,
Probably.
that's
Oh,
mostly for
God.
self-preservation.
I hope that never happens.
I hope it happens
being
in the
able
next...
to diagnose like how the brain works down to like.
No, being able to transplant
In the next
brains.
50 years, I hope they figure it out so I can live forever.
Yeah.
You're not going to
He
live
gets
forever.
it.
That's going to make us fodder.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, we're already there.
No,
Yeah.
we could transfer everything else except for the brain.
No, because then they're going to do that, like, cringy fucking show where they're all like, oh, we can transplant your consciousness into the simulation.
Here's the thing, though. That's
Like
that's
how
not
you-
what that is, though. They can say that all they want, but if you look at it, they're not really transplanting their consciousness. They're transplanting their memories and their minds. That's not your consciousness. Your consciousness isn't here.
Oof.
Once this dies,
that's a whole nother thing.
It's gone. I think the
Very
consciousness.
arguable.
I think the consciousness is
You
the
believe in the
electricity
soul,
running through
don't
your
you?
body.
Okay.
I think that's what the soul is.
That's
I think
a valid argument.
because
Yeah.
fucking
I mean, that's
energy doesn't die. So when
It
you
gets
die,
converted.
the energy leaves
it
your
turns
body
into
and goes
something
somewhere else.
Yeah.
I just don't know that the consciousness lives in there. I think the consciousness may
I-
live in here, and I think once this shuts down, I think it ends.
It's lights out.
Which is why I want them to be able to take this
And put it in a new
And put it
sweet
somewhere
little
else.
14-year-old
Now,
body.
how about
Exactly.
this? How about this? They do that, and it's a copy. You ever play Soma?
No, but I've seen fucking Altered Carbon.
Okay, well, I
They didn't
assume it's
transfer
probably,
brains, but they had chips.
Did they swap where there was one that still had to suffer the fate while the other got to get away? Because what Soma was about was like transplanting the consciousness. It didn't it copied the consciousness, but the person that existed before it was copied was still stuck in the situation.
Exactly, and that is my point about consciousness, because I have seen they sort of did that with Altered Carbon. He copied himself,
Right.
and then put his shit into another copy of his body.
Who would probably
and that
live
one
a
went
better
off,
life than...
that one he had to do a mission, and he only trusted himself.
Right.
So he made a copy to help him,
That's smart.
and then the copy
the best
ended up.
team ever. Myself.
I think the copy ended up dying.
Oh.
But the point
Interesting.
being, if you can copy it and replicate it into another body, then it's not.
So
You're
better
not
question,
conscious in two bodies
Do-
at once. So
does the experience matter to you or just the effects?
I think me inside of my body right now is the only thing that matters. So if I
Okay.
could copy it and put it into somebody else's body, then that's not consciousness. That's not my consciousness in their body.
Nope. Yep. You would
That
not
is-
experience whatever they're
Exactly.
experiencing.
That is a different person.
Yep.
With my memories, my brain, but
They
not
got the
my
same base
consciousness.
template, but they're going to make their own decisions
Exactly.
from there on.
So that's why I want them to take my brain, put it in a new ride,
You want to be brain in the jar?
and I'm not really sure why they can't do that. They figured out how to put every other organ from one body into
There's
another.
A lot of fucking nerve endings, but
I understand that.
We also don't know if
How about
they
we
haven't
stop
figured it out yet.
focusing on things that don't matter, like growing fucking meat, when we've got a perfect resource for meat. We don't need to know how to grow meat. I'm good.
I do love cows.
Yeah. I'd
They're
rather
so
keep
cute.
eating.
And delicious.
I'd rather just keep eating dead animals. I don't need them to grow chicken. I'm good. We have a source for it. We have way too many of them. They breed like rabbits.
Who, the chickens?
Yes. We got more than enough fucking chickens. We don't need to
Thank
start.
God, because chicken's my favorite.
Let's stop slaughtering the chickens and start growing it. Then we can just shave it. Like they do the meat for McDonald's.
We talking about like impossipoultry or something?
No, they're literally growing like live meat.
In
Like they're
labs?
growing chicken breasts.
Yeah, because it's humane, because it was never a fetus or something.
Yeah, it's not like the Impossible chicken. It's an actual chicken breast, lab-grown chicken breast. It's retarded. Why are we wasting money on that?
It makes the consumer feel better.
My favorite waste of money is lab-grown diamonds. Oh my god, it hurts.
Oh, you mean cubic zirconium?
No, I mean they're like pressurizing and
They're making diamonds.
they're actually going out
How
of
much
their way.
energy are they spending to make these fucking
That's another
diamonds?
waste of money. You know how
Yeah.
many fucking poor
Yeah.
African kids they're putting out of business by not mining blood
No,
diamonds?
legitimately though, we're taking the
wanna
most
press this
abundant
fucking skull
gemstone
into
on
a
the
diamond.
planet,
Yeah.
and we're trying to crash the market on it by going out of our way to artificially make more.
Like, it's
fucking
retarded.
hurts.
Can we start focusing on the things that matter? Living
Feeding
forever.
people. Oh, or
Yeah,
that.
like-
I would
Gender
be perfectly
politics.
fine with making everybody sterile if they could just make it so that the people I care about can live forever.
Well,
Even the ones who don't want to live forever.
well,
My
alright.
wife doesn't want to live forever, and I'm like, what? Does that mean you don't want to spend forever with me?
Yes.
But if they could figure out a way to make both me and her against her will live forever, and my children,
You need to move to Texas.
I'd be good. I just want to live forever.
You need to move to Texas.
Why?
Because then she wouldn't have a choice.
It's true. And I
Just
could
keep her in
shoot.
a kennel. Like, it'd be fine.
And I could.
Rah, 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 rah.
Can I eat the cheese off of one of these slices?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yes. But I just want to live forever.
Only the
That's
cheese,
like
though.
that is my main goal in life: living forever.
That's
Or
a good
if
goal to have.
if-
I can sympathize. I too would like to live as long as possible.
if Elon Musk can figure out how to actively move my conscious from one body to another, my actual consciousness, I'd be fine with that too.
we were close. But
To-
I don't think we were born in the generation that's going to let us do that.
To actual consciousness?
Yep.
Or just memory?
No, I think we can do memory. I think that's easy enough.
Yeah, that's. I
We've
think they've
already
done that.
Thought about, but the consciousness part, I think that's still beyond our grasp.
I think it's
But
way
then
beyond
again,
our grasp.
the way that shit's been advancing for the last like 20 fucking years, it's like, who knows? Maybe.
I'm also really banking on an afterlife. I really hope I'm wrong. It doesn't even have to
Is
be
that
heaven.
why you're not a shittier person?
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be heaven. If like I just died and then became a ghost who wandered the planet, I'd be fine with that. Even if I couldn't see the other
Just get to watch somebody else do something. It's like, at least
Yeah.
it's something.
even if I
I'm really
couldn't,
banking on Samsara.
yeah.
Samsara?
Reincarnation.
Even if the ghost,
Oh, yo, reincarnation is my favorite.
it's not my favorite because then that's not my consciousness. Have we not listened to me at all? Reincarnation doesn't do what I want.
I mean, I'm not. Maybe I'm not. Nah.
Reincarnation doesn't do what I want it to do.
I think reincarnation's pretty cool.
It takes my soul and then turns it into somebody else's. I don't need that. I don't care about that person. I don't care about the person who came before me or the one who came before that guy.
Of course
this
not.
is
You're
my
not aware of them.
This is my soul.
Have you guys ever heard of the egg theory?
Wait, the what?
Like what came
the egg
first?
Theory?
The egg theory.
Like what came
I
first?
feel like
the chicken or the
maybe.
egg?
It's a short story. I want to say by Andrew Weir. No, so basically, the concept is that the universe is birthing itself like an egg, and within that universe, we're all just a singular consciousness, re-experiencing reality through different.
I have heard that one. Yeah.
It's a cool one.
And then when the AI stuff started getting real big, somebody made this one. I think it was like a comic or like an animation. I can't remember, but it was, like this lady walking around, and then like all of a sudden she wakes up and realizes that her and everybody else on the planet is one being
Rick and Morty.
who just created all of this shit in their head and like made them.
Oh, what? She wakes up and realizes that she's God.
She's just part of it. Yeah, exactly. They're all part of one big god. Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
that was fucked up.
Yep.
If you find that, let me know. Cause
Yeah.
That's what we
I'll
call
look it up and see if I can find
existentialism.
But yeah,
Fuck.
no, I need to exist singularly, me, as a
I would
person.
prefer it that way right now, as far as I know.
Yeah, and I don't care about
I'd
anybody
fuck
else.
around and find out.
Yeah, I just want to live forever. If vampires were real, first thing,
Yeah,
Immediately.
yeah, no, I get that.
immediately.
I'm kind of in the same boat where it's just like, I just want to be around as long as possible.
Yeah, I can't imagine just disappearing, and I don't want to.
No, I'm werewolf all the way. I
Don't
would
worry,
rather
you
go
got time,
feral.
bud.
Werewolves aren't immortal. Immortal.
That's
though.
the point. I would rather just go feral, lose my shit, and go out with a bang.
Yeah. I just
Here
want
rage.
to like low key, just like live forever.
Doesn't do it for me.
I wouldn't even be a degenerate if I lived forever.
Honestly, I feel like if we lived forever, it would. God, not to sound cliche, but it'd take
It
the
would
beauty
ruin
out of
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't care. It doesn't need to be beautiful. I just need to be here.
It doesn't need to be beautiful. It just has to be temporary.
I just
That's
need to have
what gives it
stimulation,
meaning.
you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like any kind of like stimulation at all points, whether it's mental, physical, whatever. Just existing.
Yeah, I just need to
Pretty cool.
exist. I like existing, and I'd rather not exist.
Yeah, I'm 50-50. 50-50.
Sound like your sexuality?
Kinda. Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's just like, if I grow tired of living, well, that'll be a cold day in hell, but it could happen.
And then I will involuntarily commit you.
Hey, that's what friends are for.
No, don't do that. I was against that.
I won't let you eat a bullet. I won't let you-
Bullshit! You encourage me to eat a bullet every week.
Yeah.
Not in real life. Well, maybe. It
Yeah,
depends on the
yeah.
ratings.
Yeah, there we go.
Depends on what kind of ratings bump it'll give me.
Depends on how
That
many
could put us
fucking-
over 100 views.
I might be willing to give up a friend for the.
I get it.
I do it for the lulls.
I understand.
Fucking Christ. All right. Well, we went past 7 o'clock tonight, boys.
Hell
Yeah?
Yeah. That's a pretty good start, too. Started pretty early.
Yeah, I think I prefer the name change too.
Yeah.
It's easier to say.
The podcast?
The Outlaw Studios podcast. It's better than having to go Outlaw Studios presents The Pod.
The Podophiles.
That sounds gay as shit.
It does.
Yeah, you were correct.
_1.
I mean, I'm still not going with whatever gay shit you guys want to do, but... All right, that's it. The sign-off hasn't changed, so go fuck yourself.